Hi, my name is Brooke Haggerty. Welcome to today's episode of For the Love of Food. Today we're going to talk about the love of breakfast. I don't know about you, but if I don't have breakfast to start my day, everything goes down south from there. And not down south in a good way, down south in a bad way. So let's start our day today with a fabulous breakfast that takes next to no time to make. We're going to have a fantastic Southwestern style egg white omelet. We're going to do a little cheat here. I'm using egg whites that I got from a carton. I bought at my local grocery store. Normally I like to use fresh eggs from the farmer's market, but every once in a while, you need to have something that's a little bit quicker than separating out your eggs. So I always keep a carton of these in my refrigerator to use to make a quick breakfast. So I've got egg whites in here. We're going to season those up with a little bit of things. We've also got some black beans that's going to add some more protein in addition to the eggs. We've got some beautiful grape tomatoes. We've got some spinach. We've got some avocado, and we've got some strawberries. This is a great base for a breakfast, and you can't tell me that you don't have time for breakfast in the morning, because this whole dish is going to take about 7 minutes to cook. We're going to start with our pan on the stove. We're going to turn it on to medium-high so it gets nice and warm. We're going to spray a little bit of oil, olive oil on the bottom, or your favorite spray, whatever you want, whatever type of spray. You can even use a little bit of butter in here if you want to. I'm going to get my pan nice and warm. While that's getting warm, I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to slice a few tomatoes down, grape tomatoes, slice them lengthwise. Again, I just think it looks prettier. It's nice to have something a little bit longer. If you cut them on the short side, it just doesn't look like it fills you up as much. This takes up a little bit more plate room, so to speak, on your plate and, as far as I'm concerned, in your belly. So we've got some tomatoes here. I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to put them in my pan. We just need a few of them because we got a lot of ingredients that we're going to add to this. I've got some black beans. Now these are canned black beans that I always keep in my my cabinets, and then I rinse them and drain them really good, okay? So that way you're taking off that extra sodium. You could always too, I always have dried black beans as well, soak them overnight, and then they're good to go the next morning. So I'm going to add some black beans in here as well. That's about 2 tablespoons of black beans in there. I've got my seasoning over here. I found this new thing. It's lime, cilantro, and garlic mix. So if I don't have any fresh cilantro hanging around, or some fresh lime, this has got it in there for me. And garlic. So a little bit of sprinkle of that on there. A little bit of truffle salt, my favorite. A little bit of lemon pepper. I always like my garden herb seasoning, as you know. And I want a little heat in this, so I'm going to add a little bit of crushed red pepper. Okay, so that's there. We're going to let that cook for a minute or two, just to get some of the moisture out of our tomato. It adds a bit more moisture to our pan. Get some heat going in our tomato. Now we're going to add some spinach, get some nice iron, get our Popeye muscles going with some spinach. That's about a cup of spinach that we're going to put in there. Now, spinach is so good for you. It's really important to have spinach every day for your iron. It's low in calories. It adds energy. Again, you get those Popeye muscles going. You don't want to overcook it. You don't want to cook it way, way down. At least I don't. I want to be able to taste my spinach, get the texture of it. Okay, so we're cooking down there. I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to mix up my egg whites a little bit more, just to get a little zing to them. And I'm just going to pour that right over my mix. Okay, so we've got our egg whites going there. That's just going to cook. We're going to let it do its thing. Let it sit. Let it work its magic on the bottom. And I'm going to show you how to make a really pretty and easy omelet as it's going through here. So we'll let that do. while that's doing, I'm going to take my avocado. You know, avocados are always hit or miss when you open them up. So let's hope we've got that beautiful green on the inside. And we do. Beautiful. I'm going to use the side that does not have the pit in it. I'm going to keep this with the pit in it, and I'm going to wrap it up in saran wrap so it stays nice and green and fresh. And I'm going to use it at a later date. So for right now, I'm going to take my avocado right here. And I'm going to just slice that right in there, okay? And we're going to use that. We're going to scoop that out with a spoon, and we're going to put it right on top of our omelet when it's finished cooking. So let's see what we've got going on over here with our omelet. As you see, we've got the edges of your omelet are starting to solidify. So we're just going to push that up a little bit, and we're going to let our egg mix, the egg whites, go down in there. So it's cooking, but it's going to make it really easy for us to flip. Okay? And you see this is taking no time at all. We are about 4 minutes into, maybe 3 minutes even into this. Get that egg down there. You see that beautiful spinach. This is also something that you could make ahead of time. You could make 3 or 4 of these on a Sunday afternoon and put them in your refrigerator. Pop them in your toaster oven in the morning when you're ready to eat them. I wouldn't suggest having them too far in advance, but 3 or 4 days would be fine. Have a few of those. It's a nice easy meal prep. Pop them in the toaster oven while you're brushing your teeth. When you come out, you've got a great hot meal. Just add avocado and fresh berry, as you'll see. So see, here we go. Now all of a sudden I've got no egg that can run through. So I'm just going to take and flip. Look at that, how gorgeous that is. And this is a half a cup of egg whites, people. This is fantastic. This is a huge protein-packed breakfast that is sure to get your day going. So we're going to let that finish doing its thing for just a minute or two. I'm going to turn my stove down to medium. I've got my avocado slice. I'm going to take a couple of fresh berries and just quarter them down. I've already hulled them and taken the tops off. This is going to be a gorgeous breakfast plate. You're going to be so happy and so pleased with yourself for starting your day off like this. And when you go to work, your boss is going to be like, wow, where'd you get all this energy today? And he's going to give you a raise. So see, if you start your day with breakfast, you might just get a raise out of the deal. Let's go ahead and get plating very quickly. What a fantastic, fantastic way to start your day. Whoa! Take a look at that. I'm going to grab a spoon and I'm going to open up my avocado. Take about a quarter of that avocado, of the whole avocado, half of the half, which is a quarter. Spread that right on top of there. Oh, look how pretty that is. I'm going to add my fresh berries on the side. What a beautiful plate to start your breakfast. Start to finish, folks, 7 minutes. Don't tell me you can't have breakfast in the morning, because you definitely can. My name is Brooke Haggerty. I'm the food chick, and I'm digging in. Outstanding. Have a great day, everyone.